wasn't me.
I sent out
yeah, who invited who? Because actually,
You
that'd
know
be
what?
really funny if you don't.
I don't think we have... Okay, I'll be shy in the beginning just because looking around, we need someone that at least knows what the fuck is going on and isn't dying like someone. But after, I will play Lucia when the more serious characters come in.
Yeah. I'm gonna be switching after. So this is mostly I think the beginning of this is like almost like giving a rundown to the remaining characters that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, because that's a child, useless. That one is dying, useless. This one doesn't want to leave the capital, useless. Just useless. By the way, we need to know. I need a chart, because what's their ability? What's their ability? How strong are they?
I have the strength list. I don't have specific people's individual abilities, which I can write down. I'll add it to it. I need to update that document, and then I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, you also need to send Kai the document, but where is the pig on this tier list?
The pig is...
I need to know how strong their ability is. Because they're water, they're wood.
Wood.
Okay, guys. New vocal stem. Wood.
It's been a vocal stem. What do you mean?
Yeah, sure.
Bah. I am pleasantly plump.
I'm in my
Excuse you.
Ozempic era.
You ain't
Pig
fucking
is the
pleasant.
fifth strongest in physical strength, and the 8th in magic.
So weaker ability.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was setting stuff up. What was it? I didn't hear.
5th strongest physically, 8th strongest ability-wise. So weak ability, but needs to be water-esque.
And then
So what's your ability?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and your element is water.
Fuck. That's a good fucking question.
Mwah. I'm ready. Let's fucking go.
Can I think on that, possibly? Do I need to know that for tonight?
I don't know how much I can make fun of you and what I need to be wary of.
I was gonna say, emoji stuff's just is mostly scent based. It's information
What's
gathering.
your element?
What is my fucking element?
Earth, I think.
I think it is
think so.
Earth.
Yeah, if I remember right, it's Earth. I second guessed myself. It's Earth.
Yeah, I can see how that works with sense.
Also, you're kind of on your tiptoes to me.
What about the rabbit?
For wood, I mean, because I was reading more up on the rabbit again, I was thinking she normally deals with, like, medicines and that sort of thing. I think I mentioned it to you before, Demi. I wanted to have her be, like, one of those, people who are let
Like an
out
herbalist?
sometimes to do, like, herbalists and, like, rituals and that sort of thing to help regrow
Yeah, you were.
parts of the land.
So,
That's right. You
how's
wanted
that
to
an
do stuff
ability?
with fauna.
Yes.
So they just plant. Like,
Plant.
what
Yeah, they have
plant?
more-
Like, what specifically?
That's a good question. Cause could say like, trying to think, because I don't want to
TikTok.
give life to things, but is regrowth like an option?
That's
like
very
regrowth
vague.
of...
I'd say revitalization.
Yeah, revitalization.
What's the price? Is it like, are you taking from yourself, or? Because that's very similar to the rat's ability.
No, I would say probably... if I could, maybe certain like ritualistic like items that are from the capital and bringing those with me, or plants from the capital, giving what we have grown there and giving that life to other parts.
So that's exactly the rat's ability.
Really?
The rat literally dabbles in souls and life force and shit.
Oh, shit.
Who, by the way,
I think
is the strongest one when it comes to abilities.
I don't know what to do then. Because I would dabble in medicines and that sort of thing, but I'm just trying to...
Maybe you're just like, maybe
Well, your ability doesn't need to be what you do.
it doesn't have to be a productive, like, specific task.
Yeah, I mean, look at the ox. I literally just inscribe shit. My whole thing is I carve.
They make fan fiction.
I make fan fiction into rock.
I make fan fiction.
Which is great when it comes to needing to imprint seals or rituals and shit into stone or other such carvings. I could also, if I really, really wanted to, do it into people, but that is not the intent. Instead, I use it purely for my fanfic needs.
Shy can just take on other, like,
Properties.
properties.
The properties.
Jin can self-enhance.
Fucking twink.
What about giving others enhancements
That's what I do.
instead? Well, I meant like, okay, I'm okay. I don't know then, because everything's
think
already.
what you
I don't
can
know.
do- I think rather than doing enhancements for specific people, I think, and especially if you do it, doing more of what Shehan does, which is an area of effect style of thing, where it is more his
How
stuff
does
adjusts
it work
more
with
like.
Earth, though?
I'm thinking more in the thing of like how
Sorry,
they were doing
wood.
with like wood is again dabbling back into what they were saying with like fauna, where it is area of effect towards more less things life that doesn't involve souls specifically, like more plant life, but that would be more earth, wouldn't it? I
Yeah.
don't know. Is this something we can technically figure out after scene?
We can figure this one out after because that one's not combat based and I'm not as likely to
Yeah.
throw hands.
Yeah.
I just want to know if there's anything that their ability would possibly be able to do to help Mr. fucking dying over here.
I mean, unless they actually wanted to use that to be a bit of a healer, because I don't think we have a specific.
I was gonna say,
yet.
I don't think we have anyone
that's
who
what I
dabbles
wanted for this
specifically with
character was
healing.
to be like a specific healer.
Yeah, my only thing is I need to know how.
Yeah, and we can figure that out
Yeah.
after.
Would make sense, what with it correlating with, I believe, that has to do more with the body. So it is probably going to be something to do with body/life. Earth has to do with, obviously, nature around them. Fire's pretty self-explanatory, so is water. Metal is for the unique ones. The ones that don't necessarily fit. So that's why it would make sense for Dickless over here. So, regardless, 1148 would like to start.
Yes. Let's go. We can go down back to that same place.
I'm not walking, I'm flying. Fuck this.
was somebody else, and you saw me leave and followed me because I left.
Well, since these two apparently get along, he probably had her come, so then you followed her, and then
I
they
followed
followed
her,
you.
you followed me.
Oh,
It's a
great.
train.
Great. Where did
Which,
Brandy go?
again,
Wow,
makes
look, it's the
sense 'cause, again,
transphobe, our favorite.
It's not super creative or original, but I did want him to, again, do a lot of scent and tracking and information gathering via scent.
Where the fuck is
Where's
Brandy?
Brandy, I
Hold on.
swear to God.
Where did Brandy go? I will say though, at this rate, this is probably gonna be the only character I play because I'm gonna hop off after that.
Mm-hmm.
With how late it is.
Yeah.
E-
I apologize for,
It-
again, being late.
It's okay.
Found him.
Just gotta see
Great.
how the walking looks because I'm not doing like the regular animation for this. Just
The little dainty walking.
Alright,
yeah, a little dainty walk.
I'm gonna push you over.
if you guys, I could just start here with you guys if some of you all just want to hop in whenever.
Well, obviously those three are arriving, so.
Yep.
Who brought Sick Boy here?
He sent out
I
a
mean,
jet.
technically, he's gonna be feeling a little bit better, kind of like how Shayhan was,
I'm
but you're still not fucking doing great.
Man, that
My
cock's
feathers.
looking pretty. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not actively dying. You just
I
don't
would like to
fucking feel
say-
great.
Like, voice doesn't sound good. Feathers are still partially falling off from time to time.
Yeah, that's very similar to
Fucking
how
saw
Shayhan
that from
was
far
currently,
away.
So yeah, where Shayhan's like, you know, antlers were still like very brittle and chipping. His balance wasn't as good anymore.
Mm,
So yeah, things that'll be lingering, but you're not actually like actively all that like killing over.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna
You
go
two
fuck
are
off,
going to be something.
and then I'm gonna show up and watch everyone freak out. Anyway, are these two just gonna be already throwing hands when we get here?
Potentially. We'll see how it goes.
Am I sitting
I got a
I
new
love
outfit,
how-
guys.
I like that we all made fun
Oh,
of the rooster for his casual outfit, and then half of the people are rolling up now in casual outfits.
Well, his is so far
Here,
fucking out there. He
Mhm.
looks like a fucking weirdo. I got bought this by Shaggy. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck. You're good.
You're good. You're cool.
Alright,
Anyway.
anyways.
You fuck off now. Chew. You did not invite me. I'm showing up.
No.
You're probably just like sipping on some tea.
Probably, yeah. When you guys get to your spots, cards up in 30. Make sure everything's working on my end. It is. Alright, cards up for us in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By the way, how are you feeling?
I would say I feel at least somewhat better, but
Getting there, yeah.
it is a little bit hard to talk at times.
Yeah, don't worry about
And
it. Just,
like,
you know, just make sure that
You
you
can feel something drop on your head. It is shit.
You know, I didn't invite you.
Well, too bad for you. I was already here. Nice boat.
Boat?
you have a boat?
Not mine.
Well, person who's around has a boat.
I see.
Oh,
Weird lady with like pointed ears.
they're an elf. Right, you don't know what elves are.
Yeah, that. Anyway, how's it going?
Just
Con?
gonna take some
We're
water.
still- just gonna, like,
Yeah.
There we go.
Just gonna try to think about dusting it off and then realize.
Just gonna tug on your ear. His hair's wet. He washed it off.
Maybe let's
Hey,
not start something right now.
they started
Aren't you
it, okay?
expecting others?
yes, there are others showing up. To be honest, though, I sent a general invitation, so a couple of people.
Okay, like who is showing up? Like Shaggy, Ratman.
Shehan, yeah, Shehan, Sujin, Liwei, Lucia, here I go,
Yeah.
because I don't remember the
Yeah.
fucking names off the top of my head. Hang
Yeah, I
on.
bet you fucking don't. Did you invite Huang?
Hold on.
Did you invite Dragon?
No.
So, Susan, Hawk, Bessie.
I did also
Shaggy.
invite, Jihue.
Ew.
Yang. Pig.
Oh, fat ass. Great.
Look, I know how she can be, but what I have to say
Yeah,
is
sure you fucking do.
what I have to say is important, and they all need to know.
Couldn't you, like, I don't know, write a letter that takes like a month to get there for her specifically?
This is a matter of urgency.
Ugh.
I mean, you're already following me, so I didn't.
If I may say, it does seem like while they were following you, you did pick up on some rather nice attire.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's pretty shit.
I meant shy.
Me.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I know,
You got
look.
that from Shehan, right?
Look,
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm happy for
Very
you.
cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, you sound like Death.
They're not. They're feeling better, but what are you doing?
Checking him.
That's.
As you would examine, I would say that there definitely are a lot more. Well, there's less
Are
feathers.
you losing feathers?
Unfortunately, yes. I've been wearing this coat so that way others don't exactly.
Tickles. It's gonna shove in your ear. Enjoy the feather that's deep in your ear canal now.
Huh?
Oh,
Moji? What are you doing here?
My boy.
I did not invite him.
Yeah, I would have
Hey,
wondered why you invited a
hey,
fucking
hey.
5-year-old.
Hey, buddy. Oh my gosh, you've gotten so big.
I knew you were a pussy, but I didn't think you were that stupid. Okay. Hey, it's my little buddy. Have you been shitting on people's pillows like I taught you to?
You still are teaching him that?
They yelled at me.
Well, I was, but Shaggy
You got taken off
had
the list,
words
didn't you?
about that. Oh yeah, I did. Listen, I thought it was a terrible idea in the first place. They decided to do it. I ran with it, and I made them regret it.
Moji, did you come all the way from the capital?
You don't. Where's your shoes?
Barefoot?
Are they bleeding?
They're probably like
Did you-
roughed up, but they're probably not like they probably got some scratches and stuff.
Hey,
Ow.
help him.
I don't.
You have a jacket, dumbass. Wrap his feet.
Well, technically, I'm pretty sure you did as well.
It's gonna take your head, and then...
I can't take that off. Out of character.
Oh, damn. That's a damn shame. What else can I take from you? I can take a lot of things, probably. What toggles do you have?
I'm taking off the jacket.
This doesn't answer my question.
I can take off pants, shoes, shirt, jacket.
The pants stay on, sadly.
So, how'd you get here?
Oh, the others were going.
And you followed them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you invited everyone, right?
Nearby.
What a smart move you did, dumbass.
No, I did not invite everyone.
I heard.
Okay, who did you not invite?
I didn't invite I didn't invite Dragon. I didn't invite Moji because he's a kid.
Ah, so we're excluding people now. You hear that? He tried to exclude you. What a mean pussy you are.
You realize he's not allowed outside. The priests normally would have never
Well,
let
to
him
be
leave.
fair, all of us aren't allowed outside, so... Oh, look at us, we're all breaking rules. You're all starting to be less stuck up.
Out of character, I'm trying to remember characters' names. What was Ray's character's name again?
Which one?
Pig?
Pig.
Yang Shui.
Shui is.
Did you follow her?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Transphobic piece of shit. Fat fucking mother...
This will certainly be a unique meeting, to say the very least.
It is good to see you, though. Man, you've grown so
You just
much.
sit down.
you see them leaning.
I'm gonna go get them.
Wait, Moji. Here, tell you what, we'll both go get them. He's gonna put you on his shoulders.
The fuck you fucking will. Unless you forgot, sorry, Cock is a little flaccid right now, so
Yeah.
you should probably stay with him.
You can take care of him.
I'm not. Fuck you. Never mind. I'm not doing that either. I'll stay with Cock.
That's what I fucking thought. Shit. Don't repeat what I just said.
I'm gonna shove the shit out of her. Those two.
Which one? Shit or fuck?
Neither of them. Don't repeat either of them.
It's nice to at least see a familiar face. And I see you have resolved our little problem we were having. Don't you know it's dangerous to run off like that, Mochi?
Yeah, I was wondering why he was here, because, I figured he'd
That's
still be
what
at the
I was
pass.
wondering. Yes, and he even brought another follower as well.
Oh, wow.
Nice to see you again, Master Jin.
Likewise. Remember, though, I don't like being called that. Jin's fine. Jin is fine.
But that's out of the normal.
Hey, it's fine.
Hello?
Hey, Lee Hua, someone's dying. You should fix it.
Pardon?
They're
Who's
not
dying, if I may
dying.
ask?
Shy. Alec.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ignore the fat ass anyway.
Okay.
So,
So,
yeah, he's
I'm-
just another-
Yes, I will admit the fact that I was
Honey
summoned
smells
with
different.
less than pleasant company. I would hope there's a good reason, especially with the fact that you are gone after having been missing for how long exactly?
Okay. To clarify, it's been
4 years.
Yeah, but I wasn't missing.
Yeah, it was just being a pussy.
Your input is unnecessary.
Wrong. It's what he is. Fatty.
Anyways, there's yeah,
I will not reduce myself to such language.
it is like I said.
Yes, you
Either
are.
way-
Suck.
there is something I do need to
Here,
bring
come on.
up to a couple of you guys.
Better companies this way.
I'm sure the others will be here soon, so like Sujin and Shehan. But It is good to see you again.
It is nice to see you as well. Don't think I am not upset, though, just because I am happy to see you. You have quite a lot of explaining to do, I hope you realize.
I'll get to that at some point, but
I assume that's what the meeting is about?
yes and no. Less about me, more about the situation at hand.
Right. Does the situation involve this someone dying?
Yes. First of all,
I would hope you wouldn't summon us to a place like this if it involved someone dying.
this is
I'm a
for-
bit surprised of the location.
Well, this is for... It's closer to where I'm at. I really don't want to go back to the capital right now, but I'll get to that at some point. Come on.
Alright, if you're so sure. Though you know I definitely would have my gripes. But that will wait until I hear what you have to say.
Yeah, of course.
Although I would hope that we make this quick after all. There's unpleasant company here.
Hey, just...
Change your goddamn outfit.
It'll be alright. Just...
Just what?
Let's just get through this, okay? Because this is more what I have to say is pretty important. I know how some people may feel, but...
You actually look fine.
Well, I will definitely be able to refrain, unlike others. But I am willing to listen. That is what I'm here for.
Mhm.
It tastes very bitter.
Man, I love
Oh,
how
yeah, no, you-
subtle
you see
everyone
them make
here
a
can be.
face.
I mean, look at their outfits. They totally fit in.
Where do I change?
We have glowing princess over here, and one drabbed and literally gold leaf. So,
Well, I always have to look my best. We have to represent, after all.
first off, the whole point is not to right now. Second off, we're in a fucking rural village, and we're all getting looks. It doesn't help that you have the ears and tail, but no, you have to glow like the fucking sun. Get your ass in the building. Move it,
I
Stumpy.
suppose I will keep that in mind next time.
Come here, Moji.
Just picks you up. Just anyone here know the act of subtlety?
I don't think... I mean, I think you might be the only one who's able to really hide themselves to like you can. That's the thing.
There is other ways to do it. Did you know that there's these neat little things called hats?
I don't like
Or
I
hoods.
don't like how they feel on my ears.
I also do not like how they
It doesn't
feel.
matter. To be quite fair with
Right.
you.
Yeah, I don't think a hat would fit on them.
They're-
Okay.
I forgot your fucking hair, it would, but you know.
Also, they're... Never mind. Anyways.
Out of character, I'm gonna have him sit here. I'm gonna switch for now.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna doze off.
He's chilling and listening.
Is there a place to change?
There's pillows. Oh, for fuck's sake, princess. It's gonna just throw a pillow at you.
I think they were asking if you would let them finish, Shy. They were asking for a place where they could change into something.
I don't have another outfit, so I'm just gonna say she
No, it's a pillow.
changed. Oh, it's a pillow? I thought it was okay. A change of
Yeah.
clothes. I was gonna say.
Clothes. Do you have a duffel bag that I could use?
Not on me right now. No.
Oh, for fuck's.
Suppose it's better than sitting on the solid ground.
I'll be back. I'm getting them clothes.
I'm gonna put down the pillow, just dust.
I
'Cause I'm a
guess
dainty little bitch.
before anything, if, you know, to kind of fill you guys in on just some stuff that the others already know about. Oh, hey, Shayon.
Greetings. It seems I'm behind.
You're right on time. They
Oh,
followed them.
was- I see.
And,
Perhaps we should take them back after.
yeah, probably for the best. They'll probably
agree.
follow. They'll probably follow.
Throw
suit anyways.
clothes. Change.
Where?
Couldn't you at least be a little more gentle with handing out such things?
I mean, there's bushes.
Bushes?
Bushes.
For changing?
That wouldn't be a
Yeah.
proper
Here,
place for changing.
I know of another area.
Anywhere works. You have the floor.
But
Thank you.
outside where
There's
others
a-
could
a
possibly
second
see.
area.
Outside. Shut the fuck up. No one asked you.
We'll be back in a moment.
I must say, though, that was rather quick of you.
Yeah. Someone might be missing some clothes now, but you know what? It's fine.
So I see the
They didn't want it
thievery
stolen.
hasn't
Why'd they leave it
changed.
outside?
Perhaps they were drying laundry?
Well, that sucks for them, I suppose.
Honestly, it could do to at least be a little more considerate of others and their
Nah.
belongings.
If they don't want it stolen, they should have tried to protect it better.
I mean, on the other hand, now we can be a little bit more discreet.
Exactly.
Suppose I'll remember this for future and see if I can find better suited clothing.
Oh, please, Fatty, when you fucking walk, the ground shakes. There's no hiding what you are.
Are insults like that really necessary?
Absolutely.
Maybe for you.
Yeah. Because I've actually fucking stepped outside the capital before. Unlike someone. Sorry, not everyone's gonna pamper you,
Guys,
Peppa Pig.
please.
Apologies, Jin.
Fuck no. Pussy.
Anything new?
So why was your boyfriend having heart issues?
I'm sorry, you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, it's a very recent thing. And
I see.
it's... Yeah, I know you've been following me around, but that's highly personal and not my place to explain. But he's doing better.
Mm. What about the lady with the horns?
Lady...
Apologies, lady with
I'll
horns.
get to that, okay? Let's just wait for the other two. I guess to kind of give some context, as of late, have you been feeling anything like off with yourself when, like, give or take about 2 weeks ago?
Now that you mention it, yes. I was busy with my usual duties, however. I do remember feeling something a bit off around that time frame.
Well, that isn't just a coincidence. There's a reason for that. And I'll explain why, because we didn't really know what the cause was, but I think I've figured out. It's also why Hanging is not feeling the best right now.
Were you the one that they were referring to when I heard that someone was dying?
Well, based off of what they saw, it wouldn't exactly be an incorrect statement.
Oh, Well, admittedly, from what I had heard, it seemed like it was an exaggeration, but if it was not, that is concerning.
To be quite fair with you, not many witness feathers falling at a rapid pace.
See,
Or a
that's
strange
better.
voice.
And hey, it actually fits. Figured that it would.
See.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Not less of an eyesore.
Out of curiosity, Shehan, do you know if Sushin will be joining us, or do you want me to start without him for now?
I believe it would be best to start without him.
Okay, so where do I begin? Because some of you guys have the context, and not except you two. Okay, I guess I'll just... Shehan, do you want to explain what happened with you about a month or so ago?
How the fuck did you get here?
Did you
Sorry, I
just...
wasn't paying attention.
Anyway, to put it as briefly as I can, since I now know that many of the details are not relevant. At one point, I had felt a shift and a change, and I suddenly felt very sick and weak. I was unable to walk or keep my own balance. My horns became, as they still are, very dry and brittle. They hurt a lot at the base. It caused a lot of pain from my head. And overall, just weakness.
When you say shift, similar to a pull, yes?
I would say more than that. More like a strain.
Then perhaps we have felt both the same kind of pain during this situation.
Like a strain as if it could break.
What break?
I don't know.
So, that happened approximately a month ago to Shehan, and then when I had met with a couple of the others about 2 weeks back, something similar happened to Hying. The thing is, though, we all felt it. Something. But Hying had the worst of it, and the same happened with Shehan. Yes.
Okay, two things. So first off, there it goes. Okay, so as I was about to say, so apparently, Horn hurt, more decrepit old man shit going on. He's losing feathers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like normal sickness, and like you said, we all fucking felt it. Second thing, that happened a month ago, that happened 2 weeks ago. Is this going to be like a bi-week? No, that's not what the word is.
Bi-weekly?
Is it bi-weekly? Isn't that like 2 times a
I
week?
would
Or
say
is that
that-
like
I've-
every 2 weeks?
I have no idea.
No, it's every 2 weeks.
To add a slight correction, it's been multiple months at this point.
My bad.
Okay, so this could... Is it like a scheduled thing? Like, are we scheduled to just have one of us get bent over and fucked in the ass? Or is this like, it happens when it
Really?
happens?
Sorry?
I have no idea. Shy.
Oh, I learned a bunch of new words. You want to hear some of them?
No,
So
that's not
we have-
important right now.
That is a good idea.
No, I have
No fun.
I have no idea if this is something that will happen like on a time basis. Anyways. So,
I think it would be best to let them finish before we ask more questions.
please. Anyways, so we weren't sure what the cause of this was, but I had a theory. as of late, you guys have noticed the constellations in the sky. They've been missing. Some of them, right?
Constellation. That's a group of stars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Had to make sure.
You've been following me and you don't... Oh my fucking god.
You keep throwing the word around, but you guys never actually sit down and explain what the word means. You assume everyone knows what it is, and I'm like...
We were,
You know,
we were
it's
taught
common
this when we were, like,
knowledge.
children. Anyways.
Though
I'm
you
busy.
usually wouldn't pay attention to those lessons, would you?
I went to them. That is all they asked of me.
Okay.
Anyway, can we continue?
Yes, yeah, I got it. So,
Ugh.
there's a reason for this. This is not just something that is, like, a coincidence. Someone has been deliberately taking the stars. Quite literally.
That's possible?
What do you mean by taking
How?
stars? Because that's sort of like a
yes.
thing in the sky.
How does that work exactly?
So there is a
Aren't
realm. There's a...
Stars?
No.
What's a
I'm
realm?
sorry, a realm?
Oh my god.
Like in the stories?
Okay,
Okay.
if you would let him finish.
Yes, please. Okay, quick synopsis. Yilong, our continent, our country, it's not the only thing
Empire.
out there. Yeah, there are more things out there. More places.
See, at least I know that.
More places, more shards. That is what they're called. And altogether we make up a realm called the Fractured Realms.
Why is it called shards?
I don't know. They're just called shards, okay? Stop. Shut up. Sorry. Okay.
I don't think I will.
Anyways, so multiple of these shards are all different in various ways, and they have different people living there. Some people may look human, like all of us here, or some people may even have animal features like us, or various other races.
Yeah, okay, so there's some people that have... I'm a character, I'm so sorry, by the way. But, like, there's people with, like, horns
say,
and
Gina.
shit, and other people... Yeah?
You suddenly feel like you want to talk less.
It's shy, they're stubborn. Anyway, there's also people with, like, pointed ears, and there's, like, wood people, and plant people, and other animal people, but there's also these things called demons. Now, I think we all know yeah, yeah, I know, right? And apparently they're just allowed to walk amongst people, and everyone's
Shy.
like, yeah, that's pretty fucking chill.
Shy.
What?
Confused.
Shut up. We can get more into these details later. I'm trying to give them the brief synopsis.
I don't know, I think it's pretty important.
It
I'm
is.
trying my best not to ask so many questions.
I know, you guys.
To put it simply, the place that we live at is not the only place. There are other places that are not necessarily in the same way as spirituality, but in other supernatural ways, able to connect to each other. He
Yeah,
has
like a
found
fucking
and-
desert. Sucks.
Please let me finish. We have found ways to traverse to and from them, as well as other people and who may not look the same as we do, or I guess in our case they do, have features that are less human.
They're-
Many of these people have abilities similar to ours, less like that of normal humans, and have the ability to affect things.
AKA, you're not fucking special.
Well,
You can continue, Jen.
so in terms of realms are different places beyond this. Where we are standing, it is referred to as
This?
Shut up.
I'm gonna fucking smack you out of character.
I muted out of character and I also went this.
Okay, I need to be so real with you out of character. I am going to keep doing this intentionally until something physically fucking stops me, because that is what you signed up for with me playing this character. I am going to be a little shit through the entirety of this.
I
You
feel
may
like we should all just
continue.
Stop acknowledging that.
I can see run to your shit.
That's what I've been doing. Like, she's just she said she was gonna pay attention to you. She's trying her damnedest to follow her fucking word.
Anyways.
Now I will break your... Okay, I got this.
Anyways, so this place that, it is commonly referred to as the material plane. And then, of course, there are the heavens, and then the underworld, and that. Now, there is a realm in the sky referred to as the astral sea. That is where the constellations reside.
Isn't that the heavens? But no, but isn't that the heavens? I mean, if that's where the stars are, that's sort of what we're taught here. That's the heavens. Dumbass.
There are different mythologies. You forget.
Yeah, glad you explained that to everyone else here.
Different mythologies exist.
Would you look at that? More information's needed.
Maybe if we gave him ample time to present that information.
Nah, he needs a reminder.
So, different mythologies exist as well, beyond ours. The astral sea is just one of them that exist. So anyways, the constellations, they're real, and I've interacted with a couple of them. I've even been up there. It's interesting. But...
Ben? Up there?
Yes.
Did you have someone take you there? It's not like you would ever be able to go up there.
As a matter of fact, yes, I did have someone guide me there, along with a few other of my companions. One of them just so happens to be a constellation themselves. Anyways, so... Right now, what I've been doing for the past, I guess, year now, is I've been trying to figure out what's been going on with the stars, why they've been going missing, along with several other people. A quest,
After fucking off like a pussy when, you still have responsibilities here and your duties and all that shit, but,
You're one to talk.
Oh, I am one to talk. I'm fully aware of my regret.
Anyways, so... That's what we've been doing as of late, and for a while we didn't have many leads. We only discovered that the constellations were being put into these orb-like states, unable to do anything, unable to communicate. Thankfully we've been able to bring one back up, but we still weren't able to figure out who was behind this until recently.
I'd like to know about Orb.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Like, what does the orb look like?
It's about this big. It gives off a cold feeling. I don't know. You don't know what astral magic feels like, so I can't describe that to you.
I believe he asked for what it looked like and not what it felt like.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass.
Blue. It had the constellation inside of it, like the one that we found.
So it was orb with stars in it.
Yes, it was the swan, I believe, to be specific.
So like this? Yeah, you got one.
Where the fuck did you get that?
I took it.
Language.
From where?
The woman with horns. That's what I was trying to say, but no one wants to listen to me. Fuck you.
You took it from her?
Yeah. Like, it's hard.
How the hell did she...
Anyway, so this thing is a constellation.
Be careful with that.
I don't fucking know.
Here,
That's an
let me
actual
see it.
person.
No, it's mine.
I can tell you which one it is.
You may look, but you may not touch. This one is Gruss. The crane.
What?
The crane. Gruss. The crane.
I believe that is the crane.
The crane. Okay.
Doesn't fucking look like it, but you know what? Sure. Anyway. Got it.
Okay.
Bye now.
No, not yours now. That has to go back up.
I stole it fair and square.
Shy.
Back in my pocket. Well, maybe if you listened to me in the first place.
Sean Shy, this is not a matter of just fucking stealing.
Yeah, fuck off.
I don't think violence will solve anything in this
Okay.
It
situation.
just might. Because I'm frankly sick and tired of this.
Alright, everyone in the room is gonna feel a sense of calmness.
I'm so glad I'm not in the room.
Yeah, you fucking bolted out. I mean,
Yeah,
general
dude.
area. If you're nearby, it's close enough, but if you run out, then yeah.
Go.
Chehan,
Well, it looks like
Conflict
my
involved
job
in
here is done then, since we're not going to have, obviously I don't need to be listened to.
I'll go talk with him.
no point.
Only for the best.
There is a point, and
They're not gonna fucking listen. What is the point?
either way, a compromise may have to happen.
There is no
This is
compromise. I
very
need to get that back up to the Astral Sea. What you guys fail to understand is the longer that this keeps going, the worse it will be for us. I didn't even get to the chance to explain that part.
She's shaking, by the way.
My theory was
I
right.
understand.
The constellations going missing is affecting us.
Are you saying that the constellations going missing in this situation where they're turning into orbs is what's causing incidents like what happened to these two?
Yes. I met the person behind it not too long ago. The woman with horns that Shai mentioned.
Where did
The one she stole from.
Yeah,
He went that
he,
way.
yes.
Go talk with him.
I ran into them the other day, along with one of my companions. Her name is Akula. They are a demon. Gray hair, gray horns, white eyes. Red and black clothing. And she had one of these orbs on them at the time as well. And they gave it to someone else in exchange for a trade.
Trying to figure out where they went. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
But she is the one that I'm certain at this point is behind all of this. And when I
It's
was
not surprising that the demon.
And when I was alone with them, they specifically knew who I was. One thing I might mention, people on beyond our shard do not know who we are. They don't know about the Zodiacs, or at least they shouldn't, unless they live here or have gone here. But she does. And she basically told me that there is a connection. She even mentioned exactly what happened to Bahing. And then she mentioned something else, something I don't know. It sounds familiar, but the pillars. I don't know if that sounds familiar to any of you guys, but
I remember reading about it.
what are they?
The pillars are what connect heaven and earth through the stars.
What?
It's what connects the zodiacs to earth.
So, figuratively, hypothetically, if those pillars didn't exist, what would happen?
I'm unsure exactly. It's just a story that I read about.
Clearly it has some meaning, because
Many stories are based in truth.
and this is why I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm wrapped up on my end trying to figure all of this out. Directly.
Understand.
I wanted to ask if you guys could potentially figure out our side of things. The connection there. These pillars. If they are real, if they are out there somewhere, we need to see if there's any way that we can prevent what's happened to both of you happening to the rest of us. Because it's not going to stop.
Wait, so
You
we're
might.
supposed to be stepping outside of our
Jin,
home?
I may.
Not only. Go on. Sorry.
If you wanted to ask that of us, and they're just gonna stumbly walk over, you know how many times Shy has gone out and about places? You do realize if you ask that of them, they're probably going to say no. Why? Because of the way you treat them. I want you both to honestly find some fair ground to work on. Because if anyone has the hopes of getting around, it's Shy.
That's not what I mean. Not... There's two places that need to be looked at. The other shards, where I have been as of late, and here. I don't know if Shy would even be willing to be around here anymore because he's been spending more time in the other shards, following me around apparently.
Right. My apologies then.
It's fine. I see what you mean though. It's just... There's more... I need you guys to understand something. This woman, this demon that I met, she wasn't even doing anything. She was just standing there, but... There was just something about them that I did not like. There was a feeling of coldness and just unnervedness that I felt.
To be quite fair
No,
with you,
it's okay.
it was
giving you my
notable
chance
when
to
you
talk.
reacted
So,
from Shy stealing from them.
They are immensely powerful. And that was just them standing in front of me. I don't even know exactly what they can do. And my worst fear is something happening to them or even any of you guys. We're...
If I may, though, Jin, I do agree with Shy that you were out of line.
I was out of line?
I don't mean to
Yes.
interject, but I think there's a moment for that conversation. I think that
Mm,
before we fully derail this one,
right. Sorry, continue.
I think
Srash.
that's a conversation that can happen after.
Mm.
We are talking about what to do and not to be rude. I will worry about people's feelings later.
Shy having that constellation put the target on their back. That's the main worry.
And yet to him, it doesn't look like gratitude.
I'm glad that they were able to do that, but at the same time...
Why
He
are you
was-
telling me and not him?
Well, he's not
I
here,
believe we
alright?
just agreed we'd have this conversation later about Shy.
Right.
It appears that there was some stuff I missed.
Hi,
I
Lucia.
apologize.
Hi, Lucia. It's fine. Just to fill you in, if you recall what was talked about last time, I got confirmation that it is indeed the constellations that are causing what has happened to Shehan and Haiying. And if it is not resolved,
Unfortunately so.
it could happen to the rest of us as well.
Then, what are we to do about it?
There is something that was mentioned. I met the individual behind all of this, behind the one who's been taking the stars. They mentioned something about the pillars. But all that's been mentioned is that it's a story about how it's what connects the heavens and the stars to the earth. But clearly it's more than just a story. They're clearly real in some manner of speaking.
And if they are real, they're most likely, or as you said, that sea. If that is the stars. The 12 pillars, again, are the connection of heaven and earth through the stars. If we're basing that on truth, then they're likely there.
I haven't...
Yes, but what are we to do about it?
I guess... Any information would help about the pillars, about what it means for us, about what's happening to us, to what happened to them.
I hate to say this, but if it is information that you require, I don't believe any of us would be able to give it to you. I'm asking if there's anything we can do. We may not have such information, but we do have our own skills. And personally, I think I'd rather be able to do something instead of wait for what happened to these two to happen to the rest of us.
Yes, I do agree with you on that front. Not only that, but you were mentioning about some of us basically going outside of this shard in order to learn more about the pillars, even though I'm going to assume some of us have no familiarity with the outside as well.
Is it not
Wouldn't
time
we
to
be putting ourselves in more
inform
danger
Huang?
by doing so, since we're not even aware of how this place works outside? And whatever
Honestly, at this
duties
point,
here.
probably is for the
Exactly.
best.
That is another issue
just-
as well.
More so worried he may not listen.
If there's going to be many of us leaving Yulan, the Empress needs to be informed. If anything, we need their permission. It is the Emperor, after all, that forbade it, but with him being unavailable, the Empress is the one that needs to be coerced. Never mind. Huang needs to be informed. He is the strongest out of all of us. And the oldest.
I have to agree.
Yes, I agree.
He is also
This seems
in
like a...
danger.
I know.
With a dire situation as this, they need to know. They must be aware. Especially if we wish to take further actions that involve stepping outside.
Maybe
We
even
should
then,
head back and talk to Susha.
if we step outside, I would like to at least know first what our plan of action would be. Yes, stepping outside will likely be a crucial step, but what can we do?
Right now, my comrades, my friends, we've been on this quest for a while to try and find the missing constellations, and now that we know who is behind it,
Try again.
at this point, I think for me and for them, try and look for them. But to be honest, I don't know what you guys can do. I never imagined that this would be something that would even affect us. I never expected it to get this bad. And I would hate to put all of you guys in danger. I've already caused you all a lot of trouble.
Jin, we are already in danger. Bai Hanying is
was there when it happened. I watched it with my own eyes. It was horrific. And to think it could happen to the rest of us. Danger is here. It is at our doorstep. Now is the time for decisive action. We cannot go to the heavens like you. But we have skills. Much like these features that we have, we've also been blessed with the ability to change. Is it not fit for us to use this ability to not only save Yulon, but ourselves? That is why I asked during this time, what can we do? You may have this quest for the heavens, but what about those on the ground? Those who will walk the earth? What can we do? Sorry, that was,
No, you're absolutely right. Well, I can talk with my comrades. I can let them know that you guys are willing to help. As well as, talk to my constellation friend. They might help. Actually, they might actually help suggest looking into things that we haven't been able to look into. Places or even people. I don't have a decisive answer for you guys right now until I talk to them. But honestly, all the help would be appreciated. And I think they would appreciate the extra help too.
if these pillars are truly amongst the heavens, that is something we'll have to leave up to you. But if this quest of yours correlates, the ones with the stars disappearing from the sky, and this fiend that seeks to trap them, to ensnare them, then while you handle the heavens, perhaps we should search. Find these ensnared constellations. Obtain information upon the fiend that does so. Would that help?
It would. And honestly, I know I reacted badly towards Shy having them, but realistically, Shy having the constellation is much better than Akula, the individual in question, having them. As long as Shy has it,
Good point.
as long as Shy has it and doesn't do anything with it, as long as it's safe, that's more than enough.
Regarding the plans, though. Yes.
I just hope that you and Shy do talk. Please.
That is.
If I get the chance to, which, I probably will since he's been following me around apparently, I will.
I
Thank
think
you.
It
There
probably
is-
would be for the best. Just please don't raise your fist towards Shy. It's improper to do that towards a lady, you know.
What?
They can take it.
I think there's
What?
a deeper issue to address with Shy.
Nothing.
What's up, Shayon?
It's to be addressed later, but
First and
it's
foremost,
along those lines. I think
you did send some
Shy was
messages
out of line, but also,
around the
yeah.
conversation. I won't interrupt.
Sorry.
Hopefully, if Prince Sushin has been summoned, this matter that needs to be brought to him. If we have any hope of success when it comes to this, the first step is to inform both Huang and the Empress. And, like it or not, as First Prince, It truly would be his duty to do so.
Yeah. Is he... I did invite him, so...
Ah, so he's just either late or not here.
Or he just maybe
Which
got wrapped
admittedly
up.
would not be anything new.
He maybe just got wrapped up with stuff.
Either one is a possibility when it comes to him.
With Huang... Yeah, Yeah, you guys can inform him. At this point, I'm honestly surprised he hasn't caught on that something's wrong.
I'm honestly surprised. I'm surprised that you think it'd be a good idea if I were to discuss with him. If you recall, last time you were with us, he and I don't really see eye to eye.
And you think he would be happy to see me?
I don't think he'd be happy to see either of us.
That's the problem. Convincing the Emperor is one thing, or Empress is one thing, but he's always been so... stubborn.